Good morning, everyone. We are in Rhodes, Greece today. This is the view from our ship. You can see the ruins of everything. It's amazing. It's all right here. We've got quite the tour today. We're going to see the Rhodes Accropolis, as well as, I don't know, we got 8 hours. There's a castle right out there too. A fort, whatever you want to call it. We're back in Greece for one day. We go to Ephesus, Turkey tomorrow. And then back to Athens and then on a plane home. So we're in the home stretch. Jesse's getting ready. And I know she's the eye candy, not me, so you don't need to see me. But looks to be a pretty good day, and it's actually was in the 70s last night, so the heat wave seems to have dissipated a little bit. And have a pretty cool day ahead of us. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon. So we're off to get on the buses to go do an 8-hour tour of Rhodes and Lindos. You can see the castle behind us, or one of the turrets anyways. There's old walls all around us. So you'll hear plenty from us today probably.
We're still not tired of seeing all of the old stuff though.
All the old stuff. That's the coast over there somewhere. All right, so it's about 51 miles to Lindos. It's about an hour and 10-minute drive. We got dropped off at basically the parking lot. We're going to walk down a couple hundred yards to the village. And then there's shops and everything else in the village there. And then you walk through the village and then up to the Accropolis at Lindos. It's a beautiful little town. It's very beachy, I don't know, I'm a California native. It reminded me a lot of a Greek Laguna Beach kind of feel. Cats everywhere. This was probably our first or second favorite day on the entire 2-week trip that we had. This was probably my first or second favorite day on the entire 2 weeks. You are going to see some views of St. Paul's Bay that are absolutely fantastic.
Chaos, you're my saving grace. In your simple presence, I find my happy place. With every tail wag and sloppy lick, in your unconditional love, my spirit takes its pick. Coco, my sunshine, in a world so bright, you light up my days and guide me through the night. Together we'll dance under the starlit glow. In your loyal heart, I found my eternal home. Coco, my dear companion forever.
So this is the spot that they pick us up to go back up to the hill. So you don't have to walk back up the hill. You just got to walk back to this turnaround point. And for those who were curious, I bank with Truist. I had no issues using my ATM card anywhere on our trip in Turkey, Egypt, or Greece. You can rent a donkey and go up the hill as well. So as hopefully you've noticed that we do have a guide. The guide let us know where all the bathrooms are. Bathrooms are hard to come by here. So listen to your guide. We had one person that didn't. And they will treat you right and get you to all the right places. They do this every day. So they are authorities.
As the ancient Lindos did, in order to honor the gods of the river.
Until now, it's been mostly a downhill walk, pretty well shaded. It's early in the morning still. It's about 10 o'clock, so not terribly hot. But now we're going to start our ascension up to the Accropolis. It's going to be pretty steep. It's going to be pretty slick. And it's going to get a little warmer. Some of the older crowd had difficulty with this. There's some ways to get them up there. The donkeys are one of them. There is an elevator, if I remember correctly, on the backside for some of the people who have difficulty getting up these steep hills, but it's well worth the trip. Now we're looking to the north. That is Lindos Beach and Paulus Beach. Once we get to the top of the Accropolis, we're going to be able to see on the other side of the peninsula, which is going to be St. Paul's Bay. And that's where St. Paul preached the gospel for the first time. And to be honest with you, it was extremely touching to me to see that, and I kind of broke down. As a Christian, it was a beautiful sight. For anybody, it's a beautiful sight, but I really did feel the gospel there. Lindos Beach is farther to the left. Paulus Beach is closer to us. Find the shade where you can. So now we've made it to the top. We're getting ready to go inside the Accropolis. There, of course, is the ruins up there. There's also a church up there as well. And all kinds of stuff you can see here. An ancient crane. And there's our first look at St. Paul's Bay. It's absolutely stunning. That is St. Paul's Bay, where the Apostle Paul first preached.
The water here.
This is the temple, or sorry, the church they built for St. John, or King John.
Take all the ropes down.
It's just amazing.
Well, I want to go. We missed this opportunity.
Somehow, never being to Greece before, they were able to make a magnet of my wife. It was already there in the stores. We are about done with Lindos. We're going to stop here. You're going to see a video here shortly of us at a ceramics place called Bonis Ceramics. They are a family-owned ceramics manufacturer. It's a pretty cool video you're going to see here in just a second.
This has been carved all by freehand. See that?
Yes.
We talk about amazing items. Then, when he finished, we let the clay dry. You see the big urn? When it dries, I'm going to put it in the kiln. I'm going to fire it, and then it's going to look terracotta. You see the terracottas? You see the plates? The terracotta. Then, we glaze them using the balloons, like Stamatia, like Areti. They put glaze on the terracotta vases that they are already sold. They're going to be shipped, these huge items. So, have a look how they glaze them. When they finish glazing, I'm going to put them in the kiln, fire them again, and then everything will look different. For example, the blue marine one will not stay blue marine after, will turn to gray. The pink, Dimitri, έξω να πάει. Έξω. They change completely from the beginning to the end. Completely. The first part with the last part has nothing to do. It's completely different work. Now, before I will let you see our before I will let you see around, it's really necessary to explain to you about those items, because if I will not do so, I'm going to get 30 questions. Dimitris, are they juicers, handle holders, ashtrays, what are they for? Both are the same. You're lucky you know what it is. This is the Greek style, has the design with the ancient gods and goddesses. This is the local style, with geometrical designs with the deer on, with the rooster, with the olives. I'm talking to you about the cup of justice, about the greedy cut, about the cup of Pythagoras, the great mathematician, lived in Greece the 6th century before Christ. This is an excellent piece, and was invented for Pythagoras, the great mathematician. Triangle was his theory, because using this cup, Pythagoras was teaching his students how never being greedy, how never drink a lot of wine and getting drunk. Mm-hmm. I want to show you how that works. Probably you want to use it. If you ask me, can we use it? Absolutely. But if you want to use it, you have to do it right. What I mean by that, you never, whatever you decide to drink from this cup, you never fill it up. No. Is my watermelon below the top of the column, yes or no? Yes. Is it below, sir?
Yes.
Is it below? See, Dimitri, see?
Yes.
Is it below? Is it below the
It's,
water? Is it below? As long as you keep it below, you use it as a normal cat. If you decide to be greedy, if you decide to fill it up, you're gonna be punished as I am. This is not magic, this is physics. Pythagoras, when he lived the 6th century before Christ, my dear visitors, he was the first who invented the siphon. There is a siphon in the car. We all have siphons at home. For people that they don't understand what a siphon is, how a siphon works, Google will help you. Very, very fast. If you are interested to buy something very fast, you have two options. You pick it up. I have a lot of people around can help you probably. You put it on the Do you know how to say that in my language?
Kalimera.
Good. Repeat after me. Really clear. Calimera. Absolutely right. Never say calamari. I'm not a guide. I'm the owner of the place. My name is Dimitris Bonis. People know me as a teacher. I do ceramic vases, plates, design all of my life. I'm an expertise on the replicas, some of my creations. I am the second generation of this family called Bonis, B-O-N-I-S. If you Google the place, you realize where you are. I am the second generation. We talk about 56 years of tradition. My teacher, my father, third generation, who passed away 20 days ago. I will present to you later my son, third generation. Because of my dad, we have what you see after. We are really famous around the world. Every cruise ship who visit Rhodes Island come here to see what we do. Every cruise ship. About 50,000 people, visitors in here every year, from January to December. That's why we cannot sell our stuff online and we cannot sell our stuff at the market. Too many people. Thanks God. Okay. This is Antonis. We worked together for many, many years. I'm going to give you the next 15 minutes, 3 different presentations. Use your cameras. Do it. You are a piece of clay we get from the area. The name of this clay, terracotta clay. Take a look right now, because when I finish my presentation, you will see completely different item. Completely. Take a look. We worked together with this man the last 40 years. He's a potter. I am not. I'm a designer. He is not. I don't know how to do this. Excellent. Take a look, please. Before I ask you if you like what you see, because it's too early, I'm going to remind you the really famous movie Ghost. And of course, for this man, this is a piece of cake. If you imagine that he makes items, shapes, vases like this beside him. He needs a day to make a vase like this. The shape, a day, not just 5 minutes. Completely different. Dimitri, perché già sto capomaina, siga, siga, siga. Siga, siga in Greek means slowly, slowly. Siga, siga. take a look now, because this is my favorite part of Antoni's presentation. My favorite. You see why now. Give him, please, your best applause.
So after going to Bonis Ceramics, which was a fantastic stop, we bought a little vase. We had a group lunch at this beach resort on the way back towards Rhodes. Just a quick tour of the buffet. It was all you can eat. It was included in the tour. It was native fare, I guess is what you would say. It was Greek food, or Mediterranean food at the very least. It was solid. It was good. It wasn't the best food we ever had, but it certainly wasn't the worst buffet. I would say it was very comparable to things we had on the ship as far as quality and taste. All right, so we're back in Rhodes. It's a walled city. You're going to see us go over the moat and everything here in just a minute. We're going to end up in the Palace of the Grand Master. You will see things from the Knights of St. John, the Knights of Templar, the Knights of Malta, all kinds of different medieval knights. It's pretty amazing. This palace is very well preserved and it's spotless. Rhodes as a city has been controlled by just about everybody, from the Nazis to the Turks to the Greeks to the Romans, the Ottoman Empire, you name it. Everybody at some point in time has controlled this. So to call it a palace of one or the other is somewhat misleading. They've all owned it at one point in time.
English. How does it live inside the order? Now, let's take the French knights. They were responsible for the good functioning of the hospital. They weren't responsible for the food or the wine, but for the boring stuff, you know. The Italians were responsible for the fleet, the English for the cavalry, the Spanish for all the clothing of the
I'm gonna say,
and the Germans that were also the less numerous ones were responsible for the finance of the order. Here, ladies and gentlemen, on the left and on the right, we have the second mode, and then just in front of us, as we are entering, we can see the Grand Master's Palace, and all around the Grand Master's Palace there is the third and smaller mode. Anyway, so it was a very well organized order. The knights were living in the Collection in the official part. In the official part, we have the buildings that were built by the knights for the knights, such as the Grand Master's Palace, then the Church of St. John.
Inside.
a lot of wind in here. Like,
This is the most impressive test.
ah, okay, okay. Ναι, 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 ναι.
Δεν χρειάζεται, είναι μονή ευθεία.
Ναι, ναι, εντάξει.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can sit here for a night. But at the staircase,
C'est par là, c'est par là, c'est par là.
St. John into a most common crater, and then the crystals will be extract from the fortified city, and we have some columns.
Chapel right here.
This is I know it's a recent report, but we can first it. No. No, what about the palace? The palace was a mess. And by the year 1936, we have a new governor. It was the right arm of Mussolini. His name was Cesare Maria De Vecchi, and he will take the important decision to rebuild the palace. I'm not using the word restore, but rebuild. He wanted to rebuild it for two reasons. First, so what we do, we recognize the animal, and one of those is the fish. Do you know why?
Because he turned fish into.
You know, that's what I'm thinking. Fish and man and sort of the mirror. It's not like that. No. If you take in Greek the first letter of the word, Jesus Christ, Son of God, Savior, will all the word fish in Greek. And why Greek? Because we, during that period, during the first century, second century, go to the English. Everyone. I mean, the Roman was Latin and Greek. So it was a language, international language, in the Orient, during the Local that deal with Greek and they Greek. And when people know the Coca-Cola that was like Greek, she didn't appreciate it at all. So she sent to the snake in order to chill out and she said, this cattle was made by Russian sculptors. So it's made. Now here in this now I can tell you the I came here to the inauguration of Califair. It's enough. So we had the palace with no king in. So the governor of Rhodes, Cesare Maria de Becchi, decided to place here his office. In fact, his office was here. And this palace became the governor's palace, and he organized also some events. And on the floor we have a head of very famous
Medusa.
author, the Medusa. Everyone knows the Medusa. She had a snake instead of her, and she would turn people into stone only by looking at them. Come closer. Here in this island. The other person is an island in the movement of Holland, the symbolism of the power of the sea. Now, if you're wondering how we respond daily side like this one, well, we have thingy pieces. We put the protection in the mid, a protection in the bottom, it was folded. We assemble it as a puzzle, and then we start the restoration, and we can say that the restoration was done very, very well, because we cannot see where it has been cut. Now, here is the first church. So, in this room, the chandelier is quite impressive. It comes from Murano, Venice, Italy. And on the floor, we have a stick. It is a stick that the god Dionysus. At the beginning of every symposium, they start eating first, and again another chandelier, a little bit broken from Murano. But look at the mosaic. Now you can see the representation of a young naked lady. It is a nymph. The nymphs, ladies and gentlemen, were young ladies, semi-divinities, protectors of elements of nature. They were protecting the forest, the springs, the lakes, and they wouldn't get old like them. And they yes, very strong. Rooms. We're not going to visit all of them. Don't worry.
Just 100.
Now, on the left and on the right, we can see some rooms that were for the guests of the king. From the window where I stand, here, look at me, number 3. From this window, you can see a big church, a rectangular building. It is the exact copy of the Church of the Knights of St. John. The Italians found the plans, the designs of that church, and they decided to rebuild it, but this time on the no.
Did somebody fall down?
Under my ankle. Okay, so another chandelier here, and you can continue straight ahead. I just need a couple of minutes in order to help lay of the Order of the Knights of St. John. Now, I told you that my older
Beautiful.
left Rhodes, but I didn't tell you where they went. They went to Malta, and they took the name of Knights of Malta. Look at it. I will take the lady at the elevators, and I will meet you at the last room. Okay?
Okay.
And the next, we had to find another place to settle. Then we stayed for a few years in Russia, and after that, as the Pope, we tell them, please come to Rome. The Knights never changed the name again. They kept the name of Knights of Malta, and this order exists until today. It is an international order. We have knights from all over the world. It's not only a European order, and the actual Grandmaster is from Canada. Okay? So in the 4 rooms that we're going to see, there are items that belong to the knights. They were offered to the city of Rhodes by the order of the Knights of Malta.
It's actually a little better.
And last year, the
like you
Grandmaster
said,
was
what
here
I
on an
said,
official visit to inaugurate the 4 rooms that we're going to see.
I have 2 more weeks of this vacation.
So yeah.
Poor of crackers. According to the rule of St. Augustine, the care and hospitality offered to pilgrims was an expression of the charitable spirit of the order. Crusaders are taking part and the conquest of the Holy See and the Ottomans.
Our dazzling victory had a huge impact throughout Europe and allowed us a truce of hostilities with the Turks which lasted more
At the behest of the Grand Master aloft the world, I broke the rules of the Knights of Malta, whose story I will now tell you. They've been called that since they settled on the island, led by Grand Master Billet de Lilagar and the inseparable Our Lady of Palermos. Charles V donated Malta in noble, free, and proud feudal perpetuity, with the related deed signed on March 23rd, 1530. Thus, the Order of St. John gained possession of the island.
I'm not seeing him as a soul or as a dead. We are not alone, and I strongly feel that our vocation, though 900 years old, is still extremely new.
On military and then maritime.
Look at the detail of that rug, the tapestry.
In here, they are Greek citizens, but their ancestors came here with Solomon and Nelson in the year 1593. So that's why they're Muslim. No, no, because we were protected by the knights. When I told you that the knights, before they left, they found an agreement with Solomon and Nelson in order to protect the population here. So let's say the war was so severe with them, and in general, like the Ottomans didn't, in general, they didn't force the people to convert. Okay? So, and then we had a Jewish community that unfortunately was exterminated during the Second World War. They were deported in Auschwitz. We do have a Jewish rest of the roads are quite narrow. You can see the example here, and that was made on purpose again for defense reasons. How many pictures you want to have this one? You can see the ship from here. We are not too far away from the port. And don't forget that the Colossus of Rhodes was standing where we have today the Grand Master's Palace. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going down the night street. You will see also the French flag. That building where the French flag is used to be the inn of the French.
Everybody.
This building was built by the year 1492, and today it hosts the French consulate.
That has been one of the most best meetings here.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you.
Now, here, ladies and gentlemen, on the facade of these buildings, we have some interesting coat of arms. We have the coat of arms of the French house, La Fleur de Lis, and close to it we have the coat of arms of the Grand Master Pierre de Busson. Pierre de Busson was the Grand Master that stopped the passage of the Ottoman to the Persian. Now, underneath you can see a small coat of arms with a little and scarf. This is the coat of arms of the last Grand Master of Rhodes. His name was most of those students from all the students of most of them are some of them were built also in thousands.
Oui, on repart. Pourquoi?
Just have a look just to see how the buildings are from inside. They all have internal courtyards and gardens. They're very, very beautiful. Have a look as you go down. Une voiture, attention.
On va passer par là, c'est plus sympa. Ah, mais là, on tourne à gauche.
Suckers! No.
I'll meet you later, okay?
No, well, no, they're
the nights remember there were hospital here, so the mission was to take care of people. So when they come here in Rhodes, they will continue their mission. This is the second and the biggest hospital they will build. And it was the French Knights that were responsible for the deep functioning of the hospital. Now, when they are here, not only the sick. So, ladies and gentlemen, one last thing, and then you will have some free time until 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, we meet here in order to take the bath and go to the port. The port is very, very close, but you have to be there quite soon because otherwise the ship will leave without you. It will not want that. I know that Rhodes is beautiful.
Hello, boss. You want to do?
Hey y'all, this is Jessie.
And this is Doug.
We've had a great day today. You can kind of see the sunset behind us. It's so beautiful. This has probably been our favorite stop. We were in Rhodes, Greece, and went to Lindos, to the Accropolis. Hiked up there to see all of the beautiful ruins there. And it overlooks St. Paul's Bay, which is supposedly one of the first places that the Apostle Paul came and spread the gospel after Jesus' resurrection. And you definitely could feel the Holy Spirit while you were up there. It was beautiful and wonderful, and I'm so thankful we had that experience. So now we're going to head to dinner, and we've got another fun-filled day for tomorrow.
Yes. We actually go to Ephesus tomorrow, back to Turkey. So we were in Greece today. And we get to see the final house or final place that the Virgin Mary lived, which I'm excited to go see, as well as Turkey's kind of fun. It's a crazy little place. Every place we've been so far, I'm not talking about Istanbul, but the islands and the beach towns have been really, really a lot of fun. Really great people, interesting things to see, and I've really enjoyed it. And we're going to go have some dinner now and dance the night away or go to sleep at 8 o'clock. We're not really quite sure yet. Well, it already is almost 8 o'clock, so maybe 9 o'clock. But it was a long day. We did 10,000 steps and how many staircases? A lot.
18, I think.
18. So busy day. It wasn't too bad. The heat was about 85 degrees, so nothing terrible. But it was another great day, and we look forward to sharing more with you guys tomorrow. We'll see you soon. So we haven't talked about the food on the ship at all. The food was really well done. We didn't have a bad meal. It was very high quality, very high service. Just about anything customized you wanted it to be, they would make it for you. You're going to see here in a minute my filet. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I couldn't have filet Oscar, so I had to have mine without the crab meat. And they were able to do that, no problem. Jessie, on the other hand, she could have it, so she got it with the crab meat. They're very accommodating, very friendly, and you will love your adventure there with Holland America and their food. It's fantastic. As always, please like and subscribe. Comment on us. Let us know what you think. We've got over 2,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 10. Please like, subscribe, and follow us, and we'll see you soon.